Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everyone in this conference. Okay, let me introduce first my name or myself. I am Lutfi Amir bin Noor Al-Ayadi. I am a graduate from University Putra Malaysia and I taken agriculture science in Faculty Agriculture and my supervisor is Dr. Nick Noor Arsma Cik Ya. And today I would like to uh, share with you guys my research entitled Identification Spectral Signature of Wheat Species in Rice Using Spectroradiometer and Health Sensor. My paper ID is 115. Okay, let's continue to the my presentation outline. Okay, firstly, I will tell about introduction and then problem statement, then objective, and then methodology, result and discussion, and lastly, the conclusion from my research. Okay, in this research, I would like to tell there is a relationship that going to happen between mm, smartphone and also our main crop today is paddy. Okay, I will continue with the introduction. Okay, rice is considered a security commodity or national policy that is need to be maintained at a prudent level of self-sufficiency. At most or at least that we need to maintain it at 65%. This is I cited from by Kefi, Shamsuddin, Radam and Rahim 2016. This is because rice production can decrease uh, because of some factors. Okay, some of it is climate change, said by Alam, Siwar, Toriman, Mola and Talib 2019. Changing of planting method from transplanting to direct seeding, Dilip Kumar, Burgos, Chuoh and Ismail. And lastly, wheat infestation such as weedy rice, Azmi and Abdullah 1998. In my country, Malaysia, infestation of wheat due to change of planting method is quite the biggest reason of this reduction of yield from paddy that happen this around these 5 years, according to Jabran, Uludak, Chauhan 2018 and Sudianto et al 2016. Okay, let's continue. Infestation of weedy rice can cause our harvest in rice decrease to 80% if not tested. It it also a key constraint to United States and other region on rice production, according to Vigera et al. 2019. The wide adoption of new planting method, which is direct seeding system, has led a substantially increased infestation and spread of millennial weeds in Malaysia, especially the establishment of weedy rice in 1980s and thereafter. Ruzmi Hamdani and Bakar 2017. Okay, the third one is during direct seeding, the threat of weed infestation is a cause of concern and is unavoidable, according to Matloop, Khalid and Chauhan. Okay, lastly, in this research, I would like to focus on what precision agriculture can help in order to increase the or not and increase or repair the problem, which is the decrease in yield production of rice in Malaysia. In which precision agriculture it is known as a site-specific farming technique that can be used to repair or to to give a treatment on a specific site in our plantation area. Okay, let's continue. Uh, the problem into the problem statement. Okay, the rice production in Malaysia is lower compared to other rice producers such as Thailand, our neighbor. Okay, next is losses due to weeds must be solved in rice production system because uh, during the crop growing period of paddy, if weeds will grow along with the paddy, it can cause the paddy to have a competition and make it hard for the paddy to grow and also produce a good number of yield for its production. So we could see that the main problem is the that we can detect is the detection of weeds presence in paddy field with our own eyes. Okay, so this research are going to develop a technique that we are going to test on to detect and control of weed in rice field. Okay, so we are going to use the spectral signature of weeds that we have collected and stored in a mobile app for weed management applications such as the weed control method guidelines and also the information of the weeds itself such as its species, what's its family and etc. Okay. Next is our objective of the research is that we are going to generate a spectral signature graph of weeds in rice field, and another objective is we are going to develop a mobile application that we going to put the spectral signature of weeds and also its data. Okay, we we proceed to the methodology. This is the study area. The study area was located at Ladang Merdeka, Kampung Lundang Paku, Ketereh, Kelantan. In this area, it was developed by the the state agricultural corporation that is called KADA. Okay, in this. Okay, the paddy species that was tested is Padi Putra that was developed by researchers from UPM. Okay, this paddy is a new variety that resistant to leaf blight disease. According to Rosalie, Norasma, Roslyn, Halib, and Ismail 2019. Okay, for data collection, we are going to use FieldSpec handheld tool spectroradiometer. It was made from Analytical Spectral Device Corporation in USA. Okay, the specification is according to the table that I get the information from the ASD or the Analytical Spectral Device Corporation in 2014. So the spectral signature of weed was collected by using the handheld spectroradiometer on 16th of April 2019 at 9 a.m. in the clear sky under field condition. So in this condition, we can say that it is a control condition that that not affected by by any means. Okay, the calibration process was done using a white panel provided from ASD itself. Okay, so we are using the white panel to diffuse reflection by nearly 100% of incident light throughout the spectral range. Okay, in other words, the reflectant values of the white reference panel are nearly at 1 nanometer at every wavelength. Okay, so it means that from every data that we are going to take from each width, we are going to we will calibrate it first before we are going to take the data from the width itself. Okay, lastly, each width was collected for time sample at randomly at about 5 cm distance between the optical sensor and the sample. This technique is to avoid the error and noise using the data recording, according to Noor Asma 2016. Okay, this is the which species that we take that we that we that we that we can found at the paddy field. Okay, the first one is Aromaca grass, Ischemum rugosum. Second is Lesser Fimbrostilis milicia. Third one is red sprangletop, Leptochlora chinensis. Third one is the weedy rice itself, Oryza sativa L. And the last one is the weed called jungle rice, Echinochlora species. Okay. This is after we do the data collection, we will do the data analysis. In the data analysis, we are going to take the raw data from the spectroradiometer and we will transfer it using a USB cable into our computer. And then from the raw data, we will pre-processing it using Microsoft Excel, and we're going to bin it into 10 nanometer. And we will run the spectral reflectant also using Microsoft Excel. And lastly, we will visualize the data that we get from the pre-processing into two types of graph, which the first one is spectral signature graph and the second one is first derivative graph. Okay, this is for the mobile apps development. I use online website stated above, masterappsbuilder.com. It is very user friendly and easy to use, and easy to use it means that easy to create your apps. This is the main menu. This is the editor tab that you can put your in the main menu lah. You can put any design, or you can put in the menu what do you want for your apps. Okay, this is the editor tab, in which from the main menu you enter into each tab. So you can put your info or anything that you want, such as, or even you can put any forms or any pictures, so that we can show to the users after this. Okay, after we create from the master app builder, we will use app previewer that we can download it for free. It is called AMB previewer. So we can preview our apps from here. Okay, I will now go to result and discussion. This is the spectral graph that I get after I run spectral reflectance using Microsoft Excel, and I put the data into I put the numbers of data and I created a graph. Okay, from the spectral signature graph, I have put the legends itself for the 5 type of weights, as you can see here. Okay, now I will explain about the graph itself. Okay, based on the spectral graph, it is normal grain plant spectral reflectance from 550 nanometer to 650. So it is true because most wheat here a green plant. So we show this number. It will show the spectral reflectance in the area. Okay, so but it is got a very different level, got different data in infrared region. Okay, so it have different spectra level according to its species itself. Okay, from the spectral graph, we can see that the jungle rice is the highest in the field, and then the second one is its inflorescence. The third one is red spangletop. The fourth one, the weedy rice. The fifth is Saramaka grass, and the least wheat number in the paddy field is Lesser Fimbri stylis. Oh, and then I will explain about the first derivative graph. Okay, this is the image. Okay, from the derivative graph, you can conclude that it clearly shows that the uh, the reflectance at 710 nanometer to 750 nanometer region of which species separately. So it means that it can be as an indicator to identify the which species in the region. This region are also known as a near infrared region, where this is mostly related to photosynthesis process. Okay, each weed is different, so the significant band for each weed can be seen in this region from the graph here. Maybe I cannot show you. I could show you with my cursor here. Okay, so near infrared is related to the biogeochemical and leaf pigment of which species according to Jensen 2015. And this is the interface or the user interface of mobile apps that have been developed uh, by by us. Okay. From what you can see, and from this menu, they got the here is the spectral library that they are going to store all the data from all the spectral reflectance data that we take from the paddy area. All the widths are here. I put I put the width name in Malay because most of farmers or because it is going basically it is going to be used in Malaysia first, so it is easy and user friendly for Malaysian people. Okay, as you can see here, I showed the picture of the weeds, and then I tell them the scientific name, how to describe it, to how to describe the weed itself, the leaf, the fluorescent, and then I put the control method from the from the day we started to plant the paddy and until 40 days using what herbicide and also the rate per hectare that the farmer are going to use to control the number of weeds in their paddy area. And also I put the spectral graph here to show the amount of or the presence level of weeds in the paddy area. Okay, conclusion that so the last but not least, I will end this presentation with some conclusion. I hope that this research could assist farmers to detect weeds in a shorter time. So in the future, I hope this research could be the pioneer in the technology development on weed infestation management. Then I hope this application can be used anywhere in this world. So because I believe most people in nowadays do acquire smartphone in their hands. And for future recommendation by myself is I hope that we can put more type of wheat species in the mobile application along with its data and also its control method, so that we can help farmers to solve this problem, so that we can also increase our yield in order to maintain or to increase our food security level. Okay, that's all from me. Thanks for hearing. Uh, if there any question, do ask after this. Thank you.